Thoughts on the Vrindavan Leela. Before making any remarks of my own, it will be necessary to draw upon the Upanishads. Gopala Tapani is one of the chief Upanishads dealing with Krishna. The work is divided into two parts. The first part gives one yantra for the upasana of Krishna. The second part gives a narration. The women of Vraja asked Krishna to name some Brahmana to whom they could make offerings of food. Krishna named Durvasa. But how can we approach him without crossing the Yamuna? Asked the gopis. Take my name, that of Krishna, a brahmachari, and the Yamuna shall give you way. So it was. The gopis crossed the Yamuna and went to the ashrama of Durvasa, the incarnation of Rudra. They offered the sweet things to the rishi, and when he partook of these, he permitted the gopis to retire. But how can we cross the Yamuna? The rishi replied, remember me, the eater of Durva, and the river shall give way. Krishna, a brahmachari, and thou an eater of Durva only? How can that be? Asked the chief gopi, and she asked a number of other questions. According to the common exoteric notion, Sri Krishna is the lord of many women, and Durvasa is a voracious rishi. This is the cause of the wonder. Durvasa first explained that Krishna was the all pervading Purusha, underlying all. Then further on, there are seven Sakamya Puris or places on the top of Meru, as well as seven Nishkamya Puris. The commentator Vishveshwara explains Sakamya as regions where desires fructify. As on the Meru, there are seven such Puris, so there are seven Nishkamya or moksha producing Puris. On the earth, these are seven Sakamya Puris, Ayodhya, Mathura, and others. Of these, Gopalapuri or Madhura is the direct abode of Brahma. As the lotus floats on the lake, Madhura rears itself up on the earth, protected by Chakra, the disk of Vishnu. Hence, it is called Gopalapuri. This Puri is surrounded by 12 forests: Brihatvana, Madhuvana, Talavana, Bahulavana, Kumudvana, Khadiravana, Bhadravana, Bhandiravana, Shrivana, Lohavana, and Vrindavana. These 12 forests are presided over by the 12 Adityas, 11 Rudras, 8 Vasus, 7 Rishis, Brahma, Narada, the 5 Vinayakas, Moda, Pramoda, Amoda, Sumukha, and Durmukha. Vireshwara, Rudreshwara, Vishveshwara, Gopaleshwara, Bhadreshwara, 24 other Shivalingas. There are two chief forests, Krishnavana and Bhadravana. The 12 forests are included in these. They are all sacred, some of them most sacred. There are four forms of Vishnu in these forests: Rama, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, and Krishna. There are 12 other Murtis in Madhura. Raudri adored by Rudras, Brahmi by Brahma, Devi by the sons of Brahma, Manavi by the Maruts, Vignanashini by Vinayakas, Kamya by the Vashus, Arshi by the Rishis, Gandharvi by Gandharvas, Go by the Apsaras, Antardhanashta remains hidden. Swapadangata is at the supreme abode of Vishnu. Bhumisita remains on the earth. Those who worship Bhumisita know no death, they become liberated. Gopa is Jiva, which is ego. Gopala is called Gopa, which is Jiva, plus acceptor of Jivatma. Gopala is he who accepts the Jivas as his own. Who realizes I am Gopala attains moksha. Gopala always remains at Madhura. Madhura is a place for devotion. The lotus of the heart is Madhura with its 8 petals. The 2 feet of Narayana are there marked with the divine symbols. The object of meditation there is either Krishna with Srivatsa, with Kaustuba, with 4 hands bearing Shankha, Chakra, Padma, and Gada, with arms adorned by Keyura, with the neck adorned by a garland, with a crown on the head, and with Makara shaped kundalas on the ears, or it is Krishna with two hands bearing a flute and horn. Mathura is from Mat, to put down, because materiality is put down there by divine wisdom. The eight Dikpalas, Indra, Agni, Vayu, Varuna, and others, preside over the eight petals of the lotus in the heart. The flags have the glow of the sun and the moon. The umbrella is Brahmaloka. The 2 feet are above and below. Kaustubha is that light which overpowers all other lights, namely Surya, Agni, Vak, and Chandra. The four hands are Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, and Ahankara. Shankha, consisting of five bhutas, is held by the hand representing Rajas. Chakra, consisting of Manas, is held by the hand representing Sattva. Padma is the universe, the primal Maya. It is held by the hand representing Tamas. Gada is primal Vidya or wisdom. It is held by the hand representing Ahankara. Garland round the neck consists of the Manasaputras of Brahma. The crown is Sat, absolute existence. The different life forms and the underlying Jiva are the two kundalas on the ear. Then we come to Mantra Bhagavata, or Bhagavata written in Vedic mantras, a stiff work not quite intelligible without the excellent gloss of Neelkantha, published at the Venkateshwara Press, Bombay. This work is said to have been found out by Neelakantha. It is divided into four parts: Gokula Kanda, Vrindavana Kanda, Akrura Kanda, and Madhura Kanda. The chief events of Krishna's divine life are narrated in this book, but in the order of narration, it follows Harivamsha more than the Bhagavata Purana. I refer only to those portions of the book which to me appear important. We take the following from the Gokula Kanda. The Gopas are reincarnations of Devas. They are the messengers of Krishna. They are fond of Gavya or products of the cows. The relation between Krishna and the Gopas is that between an object and its image. Krishna drove the cattle of Nanda, just as he drove the horses of Arjuna, the object of doing so being in both the cases the destruction of all the enemies. In commenting on the fifth shloka, Nilakanta calls Krishna the white ray of the sun, which becomes the blue ray, which is in reality the ray of Sat, Chit, and Ananda. He refers in this connection to the word Bharga, also called ray in the Gayatri. Krishna is the heart of the sun. The sixth shloka explains this. It is Krishna who causes bliss. The sun god Savitri, being guided by Krishna, goes his way on the golden chariot. In the 11th shloka, Krishna is called the Black Ray. Mother Aditi or Earth asked her son Indra for relief. At the request of Indra, Vishnu entered the womb of Devaki. He first ensouled seven Ardhagarbhas. Ardha is half and Garbha is a fatal child. The six sons of Kalanemi, the name of a demon, literally the rim of the wheel of time, known as Shat Garb, has pleased Brahma by worship and became immortal. They were the grandsons of Hiranyakashipu. He cursed them, saying, I am your own grandfather, but you disregard me for the sake of divine grandfather Brahma. Hence you shall be killed by the hands of your own father. They remained in their linga, sharira, and patala. They incarnated as the first six sons of Vasudeva and were killed by Kansa, the incarnation of Kalanemi. This is related in Harivamsha. Therefore, they are called Ardhagarbhas. The seventh Balarama is also called Ardhagarbha as he was drawn away from Devaki to Rohini. The black ray, Sat Chit and Ananda, incarnated in Devaki's womb. Krishna is Antaryami or inside all beings. Balarama is Sutratma, the ego. The cart Asura is the messenger of the death god from the south. Putana is a weapon of death in the form of a bird. Trinavarta is a disease known as consumption. The Gopas asked Krishna for the milk products. As Devas, they had never known such offerings in yagnas. They informed Krishna where the milk made things were found to be. For the gratification of the universe, the longings of Krishna are great, and for this reason he did not spare any fresh butter of the gopis. The gopis learned from this that for the bare upkeep of their lives, they were to attend to their household duties. If the boys are to steal away all the butter, life itself will be extinguished. People should have enough left for their household requirement. If I taste only a little of the butter, all the three lokas will be gratified and the gopis will acquire the merit thereof. Considering all this, Bhagavan tasted butter by stealth Nilakanta. This means, in so many words, that Krishna accepted the fruits of all the actions of the gopis except such as sufficed to preserve their lives. The gopis complained to Yashoda of the stealing acts of Krishna. Vrindavana Kanda. The dwellers of Gokula migrated with Krishna to Vrindavana for fear of vrikas or wolves. In treating of Pralamba Asura, is made of the non perception of I am Brahma. Pralamba is said to be an aspect of the primal Daitya Madhu. There is some philosophical discussion about the concealment of calves by Brahma. The first six sons of Devaki are the six Indriyas, and the seventh is the Jivatma, the conscious ego. In commenting upon the sloka, Nilakanta says Devaki and other names are merely allegorical, bearing an esoteric meaning. The narration is not the real point. He further supports his position while commenting on Shloka 1550 of Vrindavana Kanda. He makes quotations from the Skanda Purana, which speak of the twofold meanings of the narration texts, one Adhyatmika and another Adhibhautika, the former being difficult to follow. Following up these quotations, Nilakanta says, those that are not prepared for the Adhyatmika hindering of all modifications of the mind must seek the Adhibhautika Leela of Bhagwan. And if they concentrate their minds on the holy deeds of Bhagwan, they acquire the result of Samadhi. Krishna is Paramatma, the intercourse of the gopis was not therefore adulterous. Akrura Kanda. In this Kanda, Akrura comes to Vraja and takes Rama and Krishna to Mathura. Madhura Kanda. This part treats of the killing of Kansa by Krishna. Krishna is described as a knower of the hidden names of the cows. It is to be understood that the cows have hidden names, Nilakanta. We now come to Krishna Upanishad, one of the Adharvana Upanishads. The Gopas are Devas, Nanda is supreme bliss, Yashoda is Mukti, Maya is threefold Satvika, Rajasika, and Tamasika. Satvika Maya is in Rudra, Rajasika in Brahma, and Tamasika in the Daityas. Devaki is Brahma Vidya. Vasudeva is Nigama. The gopis and the cows are Riks. Brahma is the stick of Krishna. Rudra is his flute. Indra is the horn. Gokulavana is Vaikuntha. The trees are the rishis of Vaikuntha. The Daityas, Trinavarta, and others are greed, anger, and other passions. Krishna, in the form of Gopa, is Hari. Rama is Sesha, serpent. The eight principal wives and the 16,100 minor wives of Krishna are the Riks and Upanishads. Chanura is Dvesha. Mushtika is Matsara. Kubalayapida is Darpa or pride. Vaka is Garva or arrogance. Rohini is Daya, tenderness. Satyabhama is Ahimsa, non injury. Agha is some fatal disease such as consumption. Kansa is Kali. The commentator Narayana says that by Kali we are here to understand Kalaha or quarrel, for Kansa is the incarnation of Kalanemi and Duryodhana is the incarnation of Kali. Sudama is Sama, restraint of the mind. Akrura is Satya or truth. Uddhava is Dama, restraint of the senses. Shankha is Vishnu himself in the form of Lakshmi. The milk products of gopis correspond to the ocean of milk in the universe. Kashyapa is the Ulukhala to which Krishna was tied by Yashoda. The rope that was used in the tying of Sri Krishna is Aditi. Chakra is Veda. The garland Vaijayanti is Dharma. The umbrella is Akasha. Gada is the goddess Kalika. The bow of horn is the Maya of Vishnu. The arrow is Kala, the destroyer of all lives. The lotus is the seed of the universe. Garuda is a religious fig tree named Bandira. The following is taken from Gopi Chandana Upanishad. What is Gopi? She who preserves. Preserves from what? Preserves people from Naraka, from death, and from fear. Harivamsha says, Kansha is Kalnemi, Kesi is Hayagriva, Arishta is son of Bali, the elephant is Rishta, son of Diti, Chanura and Mushtika are the asuras Varaha and Kishora. Padma Purana shows the greatest light on the Vrindavana Leela of Sri Krishna. The chapters refer to the Patala Khanda of that Purana. Of innumerable Brahmandas, there is one supreme seat, that of Vishnu. Of this seat, Goloka is the highest aspect, and Vaikuntha, Shivaloka, and others are the lower aspects. Goloka is represented on the earth by Gokula, and Vaikuntha by Dwaraki. Vrindavana is within the jurisdiction of Madhura. Madhura is a form of thousand petaled lotus situated in the head. Of the forests in Gokula, the 12 chief ones are Bhadra, Shri, Loha, Bhandira, Mahavana, Tala, Khadir, Bakula, Kumud, Kamya, Madhu, and Vrindavan. There are several subforests too, which witnessed some scene or other Krishna Leela. Gokula is a thousand petaled lotus and its disk is a seat of Govinda. The petals are the seats of different performances of Sri Krishna and are different occult centers. The southern petal contains a most occult seat attainable with difficulty by the greatest of yogis. The southeastern petal contains two secret recesses. The eastern petal has the most purifying properties. The northeast petal is the seat of fruition. The gopis attained Krishna on this petal. By worshipping Katyayani, their clothes were also stolen on this petal. The northern petal is the seat of the 12 Adityas. It is as good as disk itself. The northwest petal is the seat of Kalia. On the western petal, favor was shown to the wives of the Vedic rishis. Here, the Asura Agha was killed. Here, is also the lake called Brahma. On the southwestern petal, the Asuras Vyoma and Shankachuda were killed.